Now, y'all know, y'all, I forgot what week are we on now, y'all, because we're on number 5 tonight. And y'all know I've been talking about this infamous list, right? Now, there's a lot of things going on, y'all, within the dating community right now, y'all. Right now, we got the drizzle boys, we got the soft era boys, we got the I'm completely done with men, women, y'all. We got 4B West movement going on. And I'm just over here, y'all, on Lover's Island, okay? While everybody, and you know what, y'all? You know what I realized too, y'all? Is listening to all these people bicker on the internet, y'all. That's why y'all ass is single. That's why y'all single. That's why y'all single. Because you know what? Your heart is not even receptive to love right now. You're not in a space to receive love. Okay? That's why y'all ass is damn single. Because to get up here, y'all, it's like, listen, at this point, y'all, it's comical at this point, y'all. And the like, I'm not gonna call it a sassy man apocalypse, because listen, fellas, I feel like there's nothing wrong with me and having standards. But you know what I like about these movements, the drizzle and the 4B West and all this other stuff, is like it makes it identifies who we don't want to be involved with as men and women. Okay? So please keep on with your drizzle, your phobia, everything else, y'all, because I feel like y'all making it easier for the people that do want to find other people that want the same things. For those of us that still want to be in relationships, for those of us that still want to be married, okay, like y'all just kind of making it easier, because the lady said they gonna take themselves off the market. So that's just like, okay, fine, that's women. Okay. And the drizzle boys, the louder y'all are, you know what? The more I just want to call the plumber and just like, make sure I close up the leak. Because listen, we don't need no drizzle. Because baby, listen, the more I start to think about it, y'all, a drizzle will turn into a damn river. And I'm not crying no river. Like, I just can't. So while you drizzling and drazzling and all this other shit and want to be soft, y'all know what I like. Thank you, Treasy. Hey girl, hey. Y'all know what I like. Y'all know what I like, okay? Y'all gonna be ready for the merch when they say I heart simps. I heart simps, okay? If the simp, y'all, is the man that is polite, if the simp, you know what, y'all, I will settle for cheesecake with the simp. Not that I had a problem with Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I never had a problem with Cheesecake Factory. But I'm just saying, y'all, if the simp is the man, y'all, that is just a regular human being, I want a human being. Because at this point, y'all, I'm starting to really think that like either y'all are zombies out here, because y'all know how I feel, okay? I feel like we're out here in the wild, wild west, y'all. Kind of feel like we got walking zombies out here. Like for real. Like people don't have no souls, y'all. Like they don't believe in anything, y'all. It's some scary times out here, okay? But nevertheless to say, y'all, which brings us to tonight. Okay, y'all, let's put up the list. Let's put up the list for everybody that's new. And shout out to my OGs in the building. Shout out to Treasy. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all always being here. It is such a vibe to be able to talk to y'all every night. And I appreciate y'all. Cause if not y'all, I just be up here talking to myself, which I do that often, y'all. You know they say the smartest people talk to themselves. So I don't know. But tonight, y'all, we are talking about, and again, y'all, this list is in no particular order, but y'all, I gotta keep reiterating what the list is about, okay? And ladies, the list started, y'all, because there have been so many complaints about dating, right? Complaints just about, hey y'all, hey. Complaints, y'all, about, that we need to choose better or we need to pick better. And here's the thing, right? Like, what if you didn't know how to pick better? Right. And when I say like not picking better, like people will say like things that like, well, like not being manipulated is common sense, but it's not common sense for everybody. Right. You know, a lot of us have experienced different things in our life, right? And I was like, you know what, y'all? I've been doing a lot of research. I'm not an expert, right? I am not an expert. This is not a guaranteed way for you to not get played, but it is a way, y'all, for you to learn manipulation tactics so that you can be on the defense. And ain't nothing wrong, y'all, with a little defense. There is nothing wrong, y'all, with a little protection of your heart, your mind, and your body. Okay? Because as much as I love God, y'all, as much as I love God, I think the Bible does tell us to guard our hearts, our mind, right, with the armor of God, right? That means like the word of God, those things y'all stand to, our principles and beliefs and everything else. But they never taught me in church how to avoid the bad man, right? And just the truth about it is, y'all, whether y'all like it or not, there are bad people out here. There are bad men, there are bad women, right? And it's not so much that I feel like that women don't really know how to choose, right? But unfortunately, y'all, sometimes manipulation sounds good as fuck. I'm gonna get into a story tonight, y'all, about a friend of mine as we talk about. Well, technically, y'all, we did the older man Tuesday, but tonight, y'all, we're talking about the religious man, and he scares me the most. The religious man, y'all, scares me the most. And we're not talking about genuine men of God, right? We're not talking about genuine men of God, y'all, but we are talking about tonight that those men in history that have used religion, and even some of these men on this app that use religion, y'all, to condemn, that use religion to manipulate, right? Now, getting right on into it, y'all. Ladies, for those of us that are spiritual, for those of us that believe in God, right? Um, you've always been taught to pray, to wait on a man, that God would send you the right man, that God would send you the right partner, that if you just, pray and wait on God. Right now, I totally believe y'all in God. Like, well, y'all see me have like a praise moment, that no matter what I'm going through, right, I'm gonna always give God glory. I'm gonna always give him honor. There's nothing on this, anything, y'all, that could change my stance on what I've experienced, that I know to be my God, the God I serve. However, it was scary, y'all, watching a friend of mine, right? Almost really get involved in something that probably was potentially dangerous to her. And so, y'all, I had a friend, right, y'all. Now, my friend, like me, she's been single too, y'all. Okay, this is Bestie here, been knowing her for a long time, right? So she told me it was okay to tell y'all this story. And so, y'all, she felt herself being single, and when she was ready to get back out into the dating world and everything, y'all, the first gentleman that she met was a very religious man, right? And not that, y'all, the actual religion would matter, y'all, but he was a man of Muslim Islamic faith, right? And she had never dated a Muslim, right? She herself. And the scary thing, y'all, that she told me is, and like, I was just so enamored by him. She was like, we had like this super dope connection. And she was like, he never used God to like really convince me to talk to him. But the fact that he just carried himself in such a different way. Now, what she didn't realize too about Islam, because she was not of the Islamic faith, right, is that yes, y'all, they can have multiple wives. It is a part of their religion, right? And what she also didn't know, y'all, is that there are some sectors of Islam, right, where they do what they call a temporary marriage. Now, I myself, y'all, have told y'all, do not play with God in those temporary marriages, y'all. That's just my own personal experience. And I think my friend had to learn the hard way too, because I told her that. Do not go before God and make some kind of vow in a religion that you know nothing about. Long story short, well, not long story short, y'all, but anyway, now, having had such a connection with this man, and she was like, girl, we would be on the phone for hours. And she was like, I just didn't understand it because, like, he would be at work, and at the time she wasn't working, right? So she was like, I'm thinking that like we just have this, like I'm really thinking it like, okay, God, like this is the one. Especially like, because in Islam, y'all, they don't, supposedly they're not allowed to date, they're supposed to marry, right? Like dating is against their religion. And when he told her that, the idea, y'all, that she wanted marriage so bad that she was almost willing to, change her religion, y'all, for a man that she didn't even quite know. That's a little bit, y'all, extreme. Now, who's to blame and who's at fault, y'all? I would say both parties here, right? Like you're old enough to understand. And if you really have a relationship with God, y'all, then we have to pray over those things, right? But sadly enough, y'all, she soon learned, y'all, that the lady was Pentecostal, not the man. Not the man, Shane. He was an Islamic man. So in certain religions too, in Islam, they can do like a temporary marriage. So this man ends up asking her to marry her, right? Now he's got her looking for rings, and I was like, that wasn't a red flag right there. Like that wasn't a red flag right there, sis. Like that wasn't a red flag that like you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna marry this man in a spiritual marriage, and he has you looking for rings. And she was like embarrassed, like, that's my friend, I can tell her that, right? But she was like, no, she was just like, I really think that, at that time, I wanted it to be true so bad. I wanted to believe that, like, God had just sent me, like, this man, and that, that, like, we were really meant to be together. And but sooner, y'all, she found out, of course, y'all, that this man was dealing with multiple women, y'all. And then she later found out, y'all, that, like, he was using his religion, y'all, to, like, be like, God sent me, and marry these different type of women and things like that. And he was very much like looking for, women that are emotionally, like, I would say, distraught, maybe not emotionally unstable, y'all. I would say emotionally insecure. Let's say that, y'all, emotionally insecure, y'all, because I think emotionally unstable is like just a whole different type of thing. And y'all, thank God, y'all, that she and that gentleman are no longer together, right? It was very, very dangerous, right? Found out that this man was a heavy drinker. He became violent when he would drink, y'all, and just a hot mess. So, say, and that's why we're talking about it tonight, babes. Because listen, right? I think that for her, if I'm speaking on her behalf, so she gave me permission to tell her story, right? I don't think that it's not so much that she doesn't or she didn't love Jesus, right, at that time. Um, but I think too, like I said, she was very enamored by this man, the way he spoke, his passion, his connection. And I'm not, she's a grown woman, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now she didn't convert to Islam, but in Islam, a Muslim man can marry a Christian woman. And in Islam too, it's not necessarily that they don't believe in Jesus Christ, right? They just don't believe that Jesus is like the savior of the whole humanity. They believe that, like, Jesus is a part of the story, but that he's not the savior. So that's a little bit different. But they don't denounce Jesus in Islam. I just want to make that clear, right? And so, ladies, it got me to thinking too, y'all. Just like Shay asked, like, if she loved Jesus, right, then, like, how could she date a man that doesn't necessarily acknowledge Jesus or doesn't think that, like, he's the savior, right? And it brought me to the conclusion, y'all, that manipulation feels good. And sometimes we manipulate ourselves. That, I think that's something too that she didn't admit, right? That she wanted this marriage thing so bad, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? And she wanted it to be, especially ladies, listen. Like I said, my friend is like me, right? We've both been single for a couple of years, right? Different taste in men. But I think for her too, having been single and having that man just like come, and I would say a manipulator knows that, a emotionally um or an easily manipulated woman, y'all, is easy to manipulate based off her emotions and her loneliness, right? And her fears. That's really what manipulation is. And that's what we're talking about tonight. I'm just giving y'all ladies the techniques so that you can be able to peep this shit. And I feel like, y'all, the biggest thing with manipulation, y'all, too, is definitely, y'all, if it's not the age difference, y'all, it's either religion, y'all, or it's the pimp, right? It's always the one that comes in like a rescuer, like they're there to save you, right? And when you think about it, y'all, if you, maybe y'all haven't been, right? But if you've ever been a woman that has been like emotionally lonely, you're going through things, y'all, when somebody comes in to rescue you, to help you, or anything else, like, you feel grateful. You almost feel indebted to that person as well, right? So, and it got me to thinking, y'all. It really got me to thinking about other men in religion tonight, y'all, especially men like Jim Jones, right? Or David Koresh in Waco, that assumingly, y'all, or not assumingly, y'all, got people to really commit, right? Like Jim Jones, like, really convinced people, y'all, that the only way to get to Jesus Christ, y'all, was going to be through that Kool-Aid. And a lot of times, y'all, we'll get to that. The the hell. I was about to say the hell, but But it got me to thinking, y'all, too, when we talk about manipulation, right, y'all, or, when we call women on this app stupid, or, y'all should have been smart enough and you shouldn't be easy to manipulate. But I'm always like, but damn, manipulation is like Coke. Like, it just feels good, y'all. Not that I've ever tried Coke. I don't know what Coke, what I'm saying, y'all. But I'm just saying, as they say, like, it releases like these endorphins and everything else in your brain, right? And so, y'all, it's a little scary though. Um, how far, y'all, especially when we talk about religion tonight, y'all, watching people on this app like just denounce God, curse God, those different things, y'all, too, y'all, to me, it's still a form of like some kind of religious manipulation, right? Because if I can get you to believe in anything, but that's still a form of manipulation, right? Like if I try to convince you that God isn't real, based on what evidence, right? Just based on shit that like I just don't feel like he's real or something like that, y'all. Crazy, crazy talk out here. I told y'all it's like the Walking Dead. Okay, y'all, we are definitely out here with people that have no souls and everything else. Oh no, Shay. No, Shay. I agree with you, sis. I listen. I don't know how to pin these comments, y'all. I wish I could pin Shay's comment. Let me just read it out loud in case y'all missed it. But Shay said, "I'm hearing you, but self-esteem plays a big role. Not dismissing what you're saying at all." Shay, I absolutely, absolutely agree. And somebody asked me what this list is. Okay, so I know, like y'all might be new, y'all might be coming in, y'all. This list, y'all, is nothing more, right, y'all, than like manipulation personalities, right? And y'all know they have like archetypes, right? Like the Machiavellian, the psychopath, the sociopath, like all these different like personalities, right, y'all? But I even broke it down a little bit further, right? And I was like, you know what? If I had to list like all the men, or not men, right? But the personality types that you should avoid in dating in men, then yes, I would give y'all this list, y'all. And we've been going through this list. I have been telling the ladies, and just to give a recap, all right, y'all, because technically, we're on number 5, y'all, but we switched them out. So tonight we're talking about the religious man. But the pimp, the player, the nice guy, y'all, the religious man, and the older man, y'all. So far, we've talked about these in a negative light, right? Now, I don't know anything, y'all, that would be positive about a player. I don't know anything that could be positively associated with a pimp. So I don't know how people get mad when they do see this list, like a trick, a groomer, single man. We always say that he's neutral because we just don't know. We don't, unfortunately, we don't know until we end up sleeping with y'all. And then we figure y'all out. By that time, well, we'll get to before that time, right? The married man, the one that sleeps around y'all. And of course, like we just want to get to number 13, the bonus, the husband, the one that y'all call a simp. That's the ones that y'all say are simps, the husbands, right? Not the men that are out here drizzling and drazzling, because like drizzle, I don't know. I'm older. When you say drizzle, there's something that comes to my mind, and it has nothing to do with sprinkle. I'm just gonna tell you that. When I see other men saying drizzle to other men, I just I like, I'm sorry, God. Maybe I just got a dirty mind because it's just something God that immediately comes to my mind. I'm just like, no, no. Sprinkle, and drizzle. It's like, no, they're not even the same remotely. They're not even remotely the same things, y'all. So it's comical at this point. But I was saying with Shay too, y'all, that I absolutely agree because y'all, now, ladies, it doesn't matter, ladies, how much I can tell you about manipulation personality types, like what those manipulation tactics would look like and how to avoid them. If you do not have like confidence, if you don't have like high self-esteem, ladies, then the wrong, I feel like, y'all, that is what the wrong man is always looking for. He's not like, the wrong man is not looking for the right woman. Do y'all understand that? So maybe it's not so much, y'all, that it's like just bad men out here in the dating pool is shitty. I just think that, y'all, like there are like, yeah, just what I said. Okay, y'all. Like there are men out here that are not looking for the right woman. They're looking for the wrong woman intentionally, right? If I have no intentions of actually, treating you with respect, if I have no intentions of actually like giving you a committed relationship, and I'm just here for my short-term needs, and I'm trying to get that shit met whichever way I can, why would you be the right woman? So, and I agree with Shay too, though, right? When I say that you could be the right woman for the wrong man, I am talking about in the sense that, like, emotionally, like you don't have the confidence, and you're wondering why you're getting played. And listen, it's happening. I wish I was the big bad wolf. I wish y'all that I could sit up here and tell y'all that like I've never been embarrassed, that I've never gotten played, that, or some shit like that, y'all. But that's just not the way it works, okay? So, James Robinson, are you asking me? Are you, once again, do I have a man? I don't. I don't. This is why we're trying to get to number 13, the bonus. Okay? That's what we want. The ones that y'all call simps. I heart simps, y'all. I'm gonna put it on these triple D's. I'm telling you, it's gonna be my own little movement because sprinkle, sprinkle, and drizzle, drizzle, all that other shit. Just give me a simp. Simply a genuine person. Okay, give me the person, y'all, that do not need all this special ass game and I gotta approach her like, and I'm scared. Oh Lord, I listen. I want to go, y'all. Listen, I want that shit to be so basic that is literally 1 + 1 = 2. It does not need to be, y'all, any more complicated than that. Anything else, y'all, is above my understanding, y'all, and my intellectual of like understanding, and I can't. It makes my head hurt and my brain shuts off. Well, James, you come give us some advice. Because y'all be having all the answers. And I really don't feel like doing with this. I like, listen, I don't feel like, and I'm gonna tell you now too. If you want to come up here and you can't get on the camera, you're not coming up here. Except for my OG people that have been up here already. I'm pretty good with like names and everything else. But anybody else, like if you think you can do better, if you think you can top my list and you can teach me how to choose better, right? And listen, when you teach me how to choose better, now listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Now, this is what I don't want to hear because your antics aren't working. I don't want to hear anything about weave or makeup. Nobody cares, right? Nobody cares. I don't want to hear about body count because I've already said that if you as a man have over 10 bodies, unhand me, you scoundrel. I can't do anything with you. There's nothing I can do with a man with over 10 bodies. Again, I want the simp. That's the advice that I could give women. Don't date the man that's been so tainted by this world that he doesn't even respect women, that he doesn't even see you as a woman anymore. We don't want tainted men as well, right? We want the drizzle, drizzle, drazzle, drazzle, frizzle, frazzle, the soft era boys, the sassy boys. We want all of y'all, the DL boys. We want all of y'all together. And we also want all the girls that don't want men anymore, all the women that complain about men and everything else, all the women that like don't hold themselves accountable to. We want all of y'all to get together and y'all can go live on an island. And just let the people that, because you just let the people that want to be happy without all the ruckus and the fuckus and everything else, like let us live. Because right now, y'all are annoying. Y'all are annoying. So that's the advice that I could give women, right? Is to not date annoying men. Not to date any kind of man on this list here, except for ladies, the single man. Like we got to give the single man a chance and the husband, right? But we don't want the player. We don't want the man that thinks, he's still having twosomes and threesomes and foursomes. Baby, what I'm gonna do with you? You're tainted. You're ran through. Okay. I can't keep up with your 200 bodies. I can't keep up with you. I can't. I just can't. I just can't. Okay? It's too much. I'm telling y'all, it's too much. Have y'all ever dated a man, y'all, that was like into all this freaky stuff? And you like, that's not even you. That's how a man will end up turning you out, sis. Like, you're not even into that shit. Where did you learn that from? Who did you experience that with? Because whoever you experienced that with, you need to go lock in with them. No, James, I don't know what you're fussing about. What are you upset about on this list? You're mad because I'm telling women not to date men that date multiple women that have multiple kids that don't want anything with them. That's a player. He never wants to settle down. So you're mad about me telling women not to date those men, right? I just want to make sure we're understanding. Okay. You're mad about me telling women not to date a pimp, right? Not to date the man that comes in with the compliments and then he verbally like assaults you. And then he gives you affection and he takes it back. And then he gives you affection and takes it back. Not to date that type of man, right? That's a pimp. Not to date the man that would use you, right? Because I tell men the same thing. Like I've had men that follow me that come in here and they be asking me advice about women, and I will tell them straight up, bro, she's a hoe. Leave her alone. You don't deserve that. You deserve respect and love too. So you're mad about that. Okay, let's keep going down the list. The nice guy. You're mad because I'm telling women do not date the quote unquote nice guy, right? That sits like a lone wolf, right? Waiting for leftover scraps. You want me to tell them not to date the nice guy that is only nice to them until he can get access into their body, and then like he's not a nice guy anymore. Okay, got it. All right. So ladies, I can't give y'all advice. Y'all, he's mad y'all too because I keep telling y'all to stay away from them religious men. Like I was just telling y'all about my friend that had low self-esteem and almost let a man to convince her to change her religion because he wanted to marry her and it was a spiritual mansion. And I had to ask her, like, girl, like, how was y'all getting married? You didn't have a ring on your finger. I don't know. Oh, okay. I don't know either, sis. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Right? Mad about that. Mad about me telling now, y'all ladies, we talked about the older men, right? And I have made it very, very vocal and I've been very, very clear that there are two types of older men, right? There is the older man that just wants to use you because his ass is 45 and you're 20, right? And you fill up his ego and he knows that you haven't experienced life yet. And then there's an older man that really wants a younger wife because he wants a younger wife and his plans is to really see you enhance you like as a woman. And I've always told y'all when it comes to dating older men, I don't think you should date somebody, 10, 15, 20 years older than you, sis. You're not going to enjoy it, right? I was 27 and he was 56. At 31 the relationship ended, right? But like, let me not tell you anything, y'all. Let me not tell y'all anything because I can't give y'all advice. I'm sorry. Definitely don't like number six, y'all should be a God given, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? But God forbid I tell y'all to stay away from men that would put your children in a trunk, that would unalive you and put your body in an apartment and then put air freshener so it would mask the smell. Because we see that shit happening online all the time. Okay. Like we hear about all these horror stories of these women getting unalive. So God forbid, ladies, I tell y'all to stay away from those type of men. God forbid I tell you to stay away from the married men, the ones that like being people DMs, the ones that like cheat on their wives and everything else like that. God forbid I tell you to stay away from those type of men because those men, honey, will ruin your life completely. Like y'all may not believe in karma and everything else, but God forbid that I tell you to stay away from the man that tells you that I hate my wife and we're gonna get a divorce and everything else. God forbid I tell you to stay away from those type of men, right? Because those are the men, ladies, that shit. They like they're not mad about me telling y'all to go get a good man, right? They're not mad about me telling y'all to not use men. They're not mad about me telling y'all to find a man that would really like a genuine person, right? They're not mad about me saying that narrative. But God forbid I tell y'all to stay away from niggas that's like fucking up your mind because you're insecure. And I'm trying to teach you how not to be insecure and how to avoid that shit. God forbid. You'll marry me, Louis? I do. I look good with a wedding ring too, y'all. Listen, okay? I can't wait, y'all. I cannot wait to be on that phone and say yes. Okay, well let me call my husband. Okay. Well, no, we just need to sign the last of the papers. So yeah, we'll discuss it and then see what we need to do. Yeah. God, I can't wait, y'all. I can't wait. My man, my man, my man. Do y'all hear me? I cannot wait. Okay. Yeah. Now the single men, I'm gonna give y'all a pass. All right. Because unfortunately for these single men, that's what I be saying, right? Like, if the goal is that we don't choose right and that we need to choose better, but nobody can tell us how to choose better. Right? I've had gentlemen come up here that want to berate me and tell me, well, you're grown. Okay, well, give me the answer. Just like James. James did not have any answers. He couldn't tell me how to choose better. He couldn't tell me anything. All he saw was a list with men. It's like, oh, this is another woman up here talking shit about men. That's the kind of men I would stay away from, right? Like, because you don't listen to comprehend at all. I am being nice. When have I not been nice, y'all? Unless they come up here and try to say something, crazy, then y'all. Sometimes I curse people out because it was unnecessary. Because all you had to do was just like stick around for a few minutes, and you'd be like, "Oh, okay, she really not saying anything bad. She's just telling women like shit. Like, hey, all right, y'all." But anyway, y'all, as we were talking about too, y'all, just this list, right? I've told y'all too, ladies, stay away from the insecure man, y'all, because an insecure man, y'all, can be very, very dangerous. Ooh, very dangerous, y'all. I would say, y'all, if this anybody on this list scared, and when I say insecure, I'm not talking about just like your average person. We all have insecurities, okay? All right, y'all. Like, listen, I've been slipping in the gym, y'all. I'm tired of putting on this waist trainer, okay? We all got insecurities. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all. I'm not talking about your insecurities. I'm talking about y'all, the ones that are so insecure, y'all, that like it is literally like they can't take rejection, right? Or they're so insecure that they become abusive. Um, let's see. And y'all get mad every time I say I'm gonna settle for a number 10. But y'all, if I had really, y'all, we don't want anything on this list, y'all, but the husband. But you know what, y'all? If life just ever got hard and there's just absolutely no men left, I guess, y'all, I would have to settle for number 10. Number 11, y'all, we always want to stay away from, y'all, the groomer. I feel like, y'all, when it comes to grooming, I know, y'all, listen, I feel like anywhere between 18 to 22, no, 18 to 21, I do feel like if you're an older man, like you're in your 40s, dating an 18-year-old, you're definitely a weirdo, right? Oh, if a woman is over 25, free game, right? By that age, like you're more than grown. You're more than grown. But 18, you still got girls in high school at 18. So I don't know about that one, y'all. I feel like 21 should be the legal age for consent and everything else. James, you say that every time. You like a lot of y'all men say that, right? Y'all always say that women want bad men. So what I'm doing, I took it upon myself, right, at almost 38 years old to say, you know what? I've been living a long time. I've seen a lot of things. I've done my own research. Nobody's having these conversations. Nobody's having these conversations. Nobody is teaching women like how to avoid manipulation. Now it does start with too, like having confidence. Like I just told the women earlier, it doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter if you're a sprinkle girl. Doesn't matter if you're a 4B girl. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter like what movement you decide to hop on. At the end of the day, if you don't work on what's in here and in here, none of this, nothing on this list matters. We're like shit, like you know what I'm saying, y'all? Because to get like, y'all, to me, to get to the husband, right? Like when I really, really think about it, why let me make sure, y'all, let me put this in context for me, right? Like if I prayed for a husband, right? Why would God give me something that I'm not maybe ready for or that I haven't worked on, right? It's kind of like, y'all, like if I want to be like a sprinter, a marathon runner, right? And I've never ran, aka dates, relationships, right? And I never ran, I never practiced, I never even stretched or anything else. And then I just think that I'm gonna go run a 10K, a 10-mile run, and you've never ran, you've never had any kind of experience, baby, you're gonna catch Charlie horses and everything else. You're gonna be sick, you're gonna be throwing up on the side of the road, you're barely gonna even make it into a mile. I don't know about y'all, I'm not a runner. Okay, y'all. I tried to do track once in the 7th grade, and clearly, y'all, I'm not an athletic girl. Okay, you understand? So running is not for me. I don't believe that Tic Tac. Listen, I'm gonna say this, right. I think that manipulation can happen whether it's like I do believe that women manipulate men, and I believe that men manipulate women. It's no different, right, fellas? If you want to steal this list, just like y'all stole the sprinkle, and y'all want to go drazzle now, drizzle, whatever it is. If y'all want to steal this list, then y'all can steal this list, and then y'all can flip it, right? Because there definitely are women that groom men, right? There definitely are, like number 12, there definitely are women that are obsessed with men. Like, and sometimes I think it's worse for the women though, because I'm gonna tell you, right? There are some men on this app that just because they're fine and they look good as fuck and they got some money, they could get on this app and say whatever they want to say. And the women are not gonna care. You let an ugly man get up here and say that same shit. Yeah. Baby, I don't hell no Brooklyn. It's not fair, y'all. It's not fair at all. That's why I say y'all fellas, y'all can definitely steal this list, okay? A woman could be a trick too. I mean, I can't be a sugar mama. Now for a simp, let me tell you what I'm gonna do for the simp. For the simp, I'm going 50-50. If we have to, right? Cause I had like if I had to go through all this shit to find you, and you're actually a good person, you're not like the rest of these weirdos out here. You don't you're like you're not trying to have a brain aneurysm thinking about like what kind of game you could tell me to like get access to my body because you're so scared that if you're not yourself that I'm going to reject you and the thought of rejection like makes you crash out, then I will take the goddamn simp. I will take the simp. I don't want somebody a part of this matrix. I don't want any men that like I don't want you. If you like BB, well, I mean I like BBLs too, right? But if your type of girl is an Instagram baddie, I'm good on you. I'm good on you. I'll take the simp. I'll take the simp, right? I'll take the man that does not need me to have a 20-inch bust down and I can't have a screen door. You could come up in just a moment, okay? I'm definitely gonna let the panels up in just a moment, y'all. Okay. If the simp is the man that still wants to open the door for me and we live happily after ever after because I done ate at Cheesecake Factory, I'm okay with that. Like, ladies, like, listen, hold on, y'all. I see y'all requests coming. Give me just a few moments. I will settle for the simp because to me, y'all, the simp is the one that they hate. They call it like the respectable men simps. They call the men they call out bullshit, they call them simps. So you know what? The simp, I'm gonna give you 50-50. You want 50-50? I'm gonna get a simp 50-50. Okay? You a simp or you're a genuine person, you know what? You get a free date, baby. You get a free date. I'm not even gonna put that pressure on you that we gotta go to this damn steakhouse and everything else. The rest of these fuck boys out here, I'm gonna get you for everything you got. Cause you playing with me, right? And I'm gonna play you too. But the good men out here, the good ones, like the actual good men, I'm splitting bills with you. I'm not complaining. I'm not fussing. I'm not cursing you out. I'm not even gonna cheat on you. Not that I'm a cheater, y'all, but y'all know I say if you cheat on me, I'm a cheat back. Okay? When I tell you the sip is going to get y'all all this good ass love, when Whitney said, you give good love to me, baby, it's so good, baby. What? He's getting R&B. The rest of these niggas, y'all gonna get this nigga in me, because that's what y'all like. That's how I gotta handle y'all. Okay? Baby, listen. I'm sipping for the simp. Do you hear me? Because I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I want to be in love. I want my husband. Do you understand what I'm saying, y'all? I got a lot of love in me, and I refuse, y'all, to let the shit that I go through just make me a hard, cold, bitter bitch. Like, I just can't. I just can't. Because you know what, y'all? I've said it all the time. Like, not all the men I dated was bad. I know I was toxic too. But even though y'all going through dating, y'all, there are some things that I saw. There are some things that I saw, and I gotta let women know, like, hey, like we gotta get it together. The 4B girls, they already doing their shit. They said they're not gonna date men at all. The drizzle boys, they said they're not dating women that can't take care of them. So I want the simp. That leaves all the good men. Like, what are we mad about, baby? Listen, Hercules. That leaves all the good men, sis. Listen, Parker, unless you a fine older man, you're not getting a pretty young woman. You're not, unless you got that SSI check. Like, listen, because didn't I tell y'all about the older man and the trick? Now, they're one and the same, sir. They're one and the same. Keep thinking that you're going to turn 50 and all of a sudden that this magical finesse is just going to appear upon you. Why would a 20-year-old girl pick a 50-year-old man when she can have a 30-year-old man that's bossed up too? That makes no sense, sir. You better get you a woman that's 40 and call it a day and get your match. Well, you just said it. No, see, big. Somebody else said it. He said he's just gonna get an older woman. All you need is money. You need money for birds. That's why I wouldn't date. That's why I wouldn't date none of these men. Because any man that thinks that my coochie is worth a piece of steak, you got low standards. You've been fucking bottom tier bitches. That's what you've been doing. And that means that if you think that you can have sex with me for steak, you're bottom tier. That I know you have multiple bodies. I know you have multiple bodies. If you think that my coochie is only worth a dinner date and some steak. So I'm going to take the free date with the simp. I want to go on a free date. I want to be like the white tea people. I want to do weird shit. Let's go to a local community event. I don't know. Let's go to a farmer's market or some shit. Let's do some shit that, yeah. Like listen. So I'm gonna give the simp a free date. The simp does not have to take me on a $400 date. The rest of you niggas, I'm gonna treat y'all just say I want to be treated. Cause you trying to drizzle drazzle shit, trying to cry me a river. Mm-mm. 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 Baby, I love me a simp. I don't want the religious man either. I don't want the fake Muslim. I don't want the man that went to jail and then he done became a Muslim because you found out you can have multiple wives. That's what we was talking about too, y'all, before I let y'all up. Okay? I get to go to McDonald's. I get to go. No, listen. The simp would not take me to McDonald's. He gets a completely free date. No, he gets a date where we actually get to talk and we actually get to know each other and we actually get to sit down and have a vibe. Like the simp actually gets my actual time. That's what he gets because he's a real, genuine human being. He has no desire to manipulate me because to me, y'all, the simp understands that, you know what? I got so much power to really just get pussy that why would I abuse it? That would actually make me weak if I was just out here running wild with a bunch of women, just letting off my seed, right? Just letting off shots, firing off bullets. So, oh no, that's what it means to me. Oh no, y'all got drizzle and sophomore era. I heart simp on these triple D's, baby. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? He gonna rest his head on this bosom. I heart simps, baby. Come, come on, put your head on mama chest, baby. Come here. What Beyonce saying? Let me brush your hair, help you put your do-rag on. Okay? Want a foot rub? Do you want to manicure it, baby? Because you know what? I will be a simp for the simp. I'll be a simp for the simp. I'll be a pick me for a simp. If that's what that means, if that's what happiness is, that the simp is just a simply genuine ass person. You're not one of these people on the list. You don't think you so cool that you gotta play bitches like you don't think you're so cool that, man, I got a lot of these hoes and man, I ain't got time for that. You're a child. You're not a king. You're a child. You're a child. Shit, spawn of Satan is damn near what I would call you. You need to come home to the kingdom, religious man. Shit. Well, James, you haven't gave me anything else to discuss, honey. Isn't that what a live is for? Is to discuss talking points? I just don't understand which. No, y'all cannot. No, 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 no. Just like bops. Y'all tried to take a word back, way back from when I was a kid. Y'all, they was calling boppers and everything else. Like shit, that is not nothing new. Y'all calling these girls bops and all this other shit. Nope. No, y'all always want to move the goalpost. I'm gonna move it too. And you know what I'm gonna move it to? Because you know what? When men see pretty women liking nice men, all that drizzle and drazzle and razzle, fraggle rock, all that shit that y'all doing, that'll go out the window. That'll go out the window, y'all. That will go out the window. I'm telling y'all. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be faithful to my simp. What do you mean? My simp gets home cooked meals. We got food at home, baby. My simp gets 50-50. What are y'all talking about? The rest of these men? No. If you're anything on this list, why would I treat you other than anything than what you deserve to be treated as? Y'all treat hoes like hoes. Right? Treat a hoe like a hoe. Treat a trick like a trick. Treat a fan like a fan. Shit. I am not gonna abuse the simp. No, I'm not. Why would I abuse him? Y'all be so scared to let somebody love y'all. Y'all be so scared to let somebody love you, baby. Listen. No, I'm good. Because you know what? Because then the girls that still want to be married and the girls that still like, relationships and stuff, they'll call us a pick me. Now, I am far from a pick me, y'all. I don't think I could ever be a pick me, right? Because that's not my problem. But I'm just saying, if I had to settle for a simp, the men that y'all think are simps, men that don't crash out behind no, Men that are not having like shootouts in the street, men that don't sag their pants off their ass, men that don't have multiple children by multiple women, men that it shit, and especially don't be married. Oh, you been married before too? Oh, you really like you don't have a baby mama, you got an ex-wife? Lord, sir. Hello. Operator number 9. Can you connect them to my line? Cause where is my baby? Okay. Where he at? It is gonna become a good thing. It is gonna become a good thing, Ali. Because I don't want men that are mean. I don't want men that are passed around. I don't want men that are disrespectful. I don't want men that, like, you know what I'm saying, don't have an English vocabulary. I don't want men that are not educated. I don't want men that want to crash out. I don't want men that follow social media. I'm old, y'all. I'm damn near 40. I'm turning 38 this year. What am I gonna do with a drizzle? What am I gonna do with that? Can you imagine me, y'all, at damn near 38, talking to a grown ass man, and he talking about some, yeah, like I be on my drizzle. What? 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 That'd be like me going to a grown ass man talking about, yeah, sprinkle. You gonna pay my bills? Sprinkle. What? Ma'am, be for real. If we're gonna be anything, y'all, let's be for real. It don't matter. I got my races late, y'all. It's been 4 years too with these races. I'm almost done, y'all. I'm so ready to. They coming out a couple of more months, y'all. Y'all. Oh, James, you all up in my business. Do you even know the flavor of my Kool-Aid? Damn. Speaking of which, shit. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. If y'all want to drizzle, that has nothing to do with me, right? I heart simp. I'm just gonna tell y'all that. That's my shit. I heart simps, and I'm gonna put it on these big old what? I'm gonna put it on these big old jugs, okay? So I heart simps. And anyway, y'all, listen. You know how I know it's working, y'all? Because ladies, there's nothing bad. There's like nothing bad on this list that bashes men. Why would men want y'all talking to a pimp? Why would men want y'all talking to a player, to an abusive man, to a religious man that is using God or any other religions, right, to like manipulate you, or like you understand, y'all? Like, and let's call a spade, y'all, because grown people can't get manipulated. But I will say this, right? Is that somebody said, right, Tika said they feel attacked because it applies. Exactly. Right? Because let me tell you something, y'all. If there were any, now we done had some husbands. I'm gonna tell y'all, we done had some husbands come through these lives, ladies. If y'all have paid attention, and y'all really good, ladies, when these men, let me see, y'all. I know I'm gonna open up the box soon, y'all. But y'all really good here. And that's the reason why, y'all, I'll be going live and I want y'all to see it. Because sometimes, y'all, we actually catch some of this shit in real time. Right? We definitely had men come up here, like, y'all, the player, right? We haven't had a pimp come up here yet, y'all. But we've definitely had the player, the nice guy. I don't think we haven't had a religious man, y'all, but we be calling it out. Like, we catch it on lives, right? And what would be the problem, ladies, if I'm not telling y'all to use men, right? I could be up here, y'all, like, just doing the same shit that everybody else doing, right? Same shit, different day, right? I could be up here, like, telling y'all, like, fuck these men, girl, like, this how you play this man, and da-da-da-da. Like, I could, like, shit, listen. But what would be the harm in me telling y'all, hey, sis, watch out for that religious man, right? The difference between a good and a bad one. Watch out for the religious man that would use religion to tell you that, like, this is what God wants. Have y'all not watched those docuseries on Netflix? Like, about the cult, and especially, like, y'all, in Utah, where that man, like had the girls that were 14 and under, and he was getting them pregnant. Y'all, I forgot, it's on YouTube. It's on not YouTube, y'all, it's on Netflix. It's a whole series, right? Of course, I want a God fearing man, y'all, but there's a difference, and that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about, like, nobody on this list would be a good person except for, like, number 13. Exactly. Like, we want the husband. We don't want a trick. We don't want a groomer. We don't want number 12, the man that's obsessed with us, that's been in our inbox for years. We don't want that. That, especially number 12, y'all, I talked about that. That leads to resentment. Can you, ladies, let me tell you something. That man that's been sitting in your inbox for years and you finally decide to give him a chance, be careful. Be careful, sis. Be careful. Be careful. Because, sis, I need you to use some logical thinking and I need you to put your thinking cap on for a moment, okay? What makes you think, y'all, that if that man was in your inbox for years and you've been ducking and dodging him, he done seen you go through different relationships and he just been in the cut waiting to get his motherfucking turn? Do you really, really, really think that that man is like really like all of a sudden now like I want to be with you and all this other shit? Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, sis. There is so much resentment built up in that fan because you chose him. You chose all these other men and you didn't choose me. And I've been in your inbox. I've been cheerleading you on and shit. I've been buying your OnlyFans, all that other shit. You got to be careful, y'all, with the fan. Got to be careful with the fan. I'm going to just take out that. Okay? And the Muslims too, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, with number 4, that religious man, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful too, y'all, with the ones that went to prison and there's nothing wrong, y'all, with finding God. Right? I think I've been a living testimony, y'all, but I think it's different. And especially y'all, we are in a time, y'all, and I keep saying it. Don't y'all think it's weird how a lot of these people with no profile pics, y'all, get on the internet, kick up shit, start shit? I really feel like y'all, we're in the Walking Dead right now. You say you're number 7, the married man. George, what kind of married man are you? Now, we like married men if you coming up here to give us sound advice. But we had a married man that came through here too, George, and I don't know what number 7 you are because let me tell you about the married man that came up here, okay? He had married his wife when she was younger, and he was 11 years older than her, so he married her. Hold on, y'all. He always ask me to do the security stuff. He married her when she was 20, moved her away from her family, put 3 babies in her, and then he had one of his own. So she's 20, right? Now she's 30 with damn near 4 kids, right? He had this woman doing 3, all kind of extracurricular activities in the marriage and everything else, right? Now that he's 41 and she's in her 30s, he came up here and she was like, she's losing her mind. She don't want me home. She be wanting to go out. She be yeah. She is like that. Like 30s hit different. It's definitely a different era in your 30s. I'm not sure about 40s yet, y'all. We got about 2 more years before we hit them big 40s. I need y'all to tap that screen for me too, y'all. Tap this screen for me. Tap that screen for me, y'all. Let's see. Let me get some water to y'all and a little bit of aspirin, y'all, because my head is banging. I've been having a headache all day, y'all. I feel like I slept on my neck wrong or something. Like I got a little crook back there. Oh, y'all, my neck hurt. B-E-Y-C-E-E-I. You wanna ride in the backseat of my caddy. Where is my aspirin? I swear, y'all, I feel like sometimes, y'all, I would lose my damn mind, y'all, if it wasn't attached to me. I'm telling y'all. I know for a fact. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Bucking like a mechanical bull. Bucking. A good night. Look at that horse. All right, y'all. Whew. All right, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm definitely one of them weird people, y'all, that like when they be talking, I be getting songs stuck in my head, y'all. Does that mean I have ADHD, y'all? Because I be busting out mid-song, y'all, just like, whew. TikTok, this is only aspirin, so don't y'all be on here. This is an ibuprofen TikTok. James, why would that be a problem? If I want to be a sugar mama to my simp, I might want to do that. I might want to text my simp $60 for his haircut. Cause I know y'all haircuts be $40, plus you need to tip the barber. And he might need to go get like a little, I don't know, a drink. He might want some Dutch Brothers or something. So yeah, I think $60. I'm gonna have to hit my man and be like, babe, here, I sent you 60 for your haircut. Send me some selfies when you get done. And put them gray sweatpants on. What? Whew. Listen, I don't know about y'all. My simp getting taken care of, period. Talking about drizzle, drizzle. That's what y'all want, right? That's the whole purpose of drizzle, drizzle. Shit. What the fuck? You see how y'all don't be making no sense? Y'all don't be making no sense at all. Talking about, oh, you just want to simp to play mama too. Well, if you're a drizzle, drizzle boy, and you want somebody to pay your bills, and you want to live a soft boy era, like what? Like shit. I'm the big dog. You understand what I'm saying? What? I'm the big dog. Yeah, he got to tip the barber. Yeah. But see, you know what, y'all? When you really like somebody, when you really love somebody, it's not like, why wouldn't I do that for you? If you really my man and we rock out like that, why wouldn't I send you $60 so you gonna get your hair cut? You been taking care of me, you probably paying, but whatever I need you to do, right? Oh, it's reciprocity around here, y'all, for sure, for sure. Mm-hmm. No, James. No, you came in here and you thought your bark was bigger than mine. You thought your cat was bigger than mine. That's what you thought. Because you wanted to come in here on that shit, right? Talking about I'm just up here repeating the same, talking points and everything else, and you want to be a drizzle drizzle. So I don't know. Like to me though, a drizzle drizzle boy, like I would like what would I do with a drizzle drizzle boy? What would I do with you? I'm gonna feed you. I'm gonna send you on your way home. I'm gonna treat you like the hoe you are. Drizzle drizzle. Shit. Now the simp? Nah, baby, I can't handle you like that. See the simp? That's my, that's a good one. That's a good man right there. A good man, Savannah. So I can't be mean. I can't be mean to the simp. Cause the simp, he's not on this list for a reason, right? Nobody's avoiding a simp because the simp is the one that y'all hate. The simp is like the Russell Wilsons, right? The ones that y'all think are so corny and y'all think are so lame and everything else. But listen, and if you're an anime fan, now I can't get into cosplay. But I'm just saying, if you like anime, okay, you need some like shit. What you need? You need a PlayStation gift card, babe. You need a PlayStation subscription. Don't they be having like mods for like y'all Call of Duty and stuff? Yeah. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? See, that's not for a drizzle drizzle boy. A drizzle drizzle boy can't get that. Shit. I might get you some steak, post you up on my little Instagram, flex you out, just to let people know that I was seen with you or some shit like that. Like, shit. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to ghost you. Because, like, you're not really, shit. You just wanted a free meal. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So, shit. And I might, a lot of y'all drizzle boys be easy. So, you might try to give it to me on the first night, too. So, I don't know. Because once you give it to me that first night, I'm putting you in the group chat. And I'm telling all my homegirls about you. See, Tika get it. Tika get it, okay? Tika get it, baby. Cause listen, I heart simps. Are you a good man? You don't lie. You don't cheat. You don't abuse women. You have no need. Like you actually can communicate. You like to communicate. Oh, you're into like working on yourself. You're into like self-healing. You actually have a relationship with God. Wow. Simp me, Lord. I'm going to be a simp for the simp, okay? I'm going to be a pick me for the simp. He could, listen, and y'all think I'm bullshitting. Let me find a man that's good to me and genuinely, like because you're just that person and you recognize reciprocity. Babe, I'm checking at you throughout the lunch day. Did you eat? Honey, did you want me to order you anything? You want some Uber Eats? Oh, okay. You got your haircut appointment today? Okay, well shit. Let me you know what? Let me Zell you something. Go check your Zell, babe. I sent you for your haircut. All right, yeah. Tell your barber that tip was on me too. That $20 tip, yeah. Tell him that was on me. Your girl. Tell him make your shit straight. Yeah. Whoa! Cause baby, listen. Cause the way I see it, y'all, like the simp is the man that doesn't cheat. So I'm not worried if my man get a haircut. I'm not worried that you look good. Like to me, like the simp is the man that got like he respects his body. Like why would my simp want his body out here in the rotation? Why would my simp want to be with like girls that's like, don't respect themselves either? Like he cares about his body, he cares about himself, and he cares about our relationship and what happens, right? Imagine a person respecting themselves so much that it's not even about hurting, not like, of course they don't want to hurt you. But I respect myself so much that shit, I wouldn't even put myself in no position like that because I'm not no fuck nigga like that. I would never let a hoe have one up on you. Imagine that. Hmm. See, drizzle boys, all they can think about, they just want their bills paid. So I'm gonna treat you like you are. You might be good, like shit. If I just want a one night stand, I'm gonna give me a drizzle boy, right? I'm gonna make sure he's super fine or whatever. You understand? Like, just so I could get some clout off of him, just to be like, I got him. You understand? Because drizzle boys are easy. They just want the same shit. They want their ego stroked. They want me to, pay for the dinner date and everything else. So shit. But after that, and you gonna work for that. You gonna work for that Roots Chris. Nah, I'm not even taking the drizzle boy to Roots Chris. Like, nah, you're not worth that. Maybe a soft boy, cause y'all a little bit more. Y'all got a little bit more high standards. Them soft boys got a little bit more high standards. Soft boys be a little bit more fine too. They be knowing it. That's why they call themselves like the soft boys. So I might have to take a soft boy to Roots Chris. But the drizzle boys, you getting chilies, my nigga. And after this 2 for 20, you better bust it open too. Chop chop. Yes, look. I like that's with y'all. I really, really do, fellas, because that's how dumb that shit sound. And ladies, listen. This is listen, y'all. Do y'all remember when I told y'all? Now the drizzle boys, y'all. I'm going to put them in the category. I'm gonna give them the pimp. I'm gonna give the drizzle boys a pimp, okay? Because you know what, y'all, a pimp is very clever of getting what he needs to get out of you, right? A pimp is really, really good, y'all, at taking a script and flipping it on you, right? Now they call those narcissists too, right? Like, you understand what I'm saying, y'all? But the whole narcissist thing, it's new. I still think that's pimp behavior, right? Because like, I don't know, y'all. I just feel like getting money from women, right? Like when you could just not deal with women that like just have those expectations of you. But I don't think it's a game anymore. I think they mean it. I really really think the drizzle boys mean it. I really really like. We might have to put them on the list, ladies. We might have to expand this list because you know what, y'all know it's number 12, y'all. It's 13 for a reason, right? So drizzle boys are definitely pimps though, because like ladies, like as I now in all satire and comedy, right? Honestly, y'all, if I love you, right, if I'm rocking with you, that's just the type of person I am. It's not about a man being a simp. If I really rock with you, we're in a relationship. I'm not talking about y'all just somebody I'm dating, because dating and an actual relationship are two different things. But no, like that's something that I would do for my man. Absolutely. Like I don't see why not, y'all. You understand? Like, nothing wrong with that. Let's see here, y'all. Y'all, I'm trying to read these comments. And I'm sorry, y'all, because I know people was trying to come up, y'all, and I was up here talking, y'all, because it's my off day. We look cute today, y'all. We've been going through this list, y'all. We're on number 5, y'all, which is technically the religious man, y'all. And let me just put up the backdrop too. I'm the controlling man. I control myself, and you don't like it, I leave you alone. But Wayne, what is that about though? See, control is like, listen, you know what, Wayne? I had to learn too that I'm a manipulative person. That was hard, like learning that about myself too, y'all. And my manipulation is that a lot of times, y'all, I weaponize my emotions, right? Be crying big boohoo tears, just like these men. Knowing I don't be giving a fuck. That's sad. I used to do that, y'all, not anymore, right? But I also learned that too, y'all, that like control is about like shit, manipulation. Like, cause you still want things to go your way instead of just like saying that, you know what, I'm going to let this thing take on a form, right? I'm gonna guide it. It's kind of like clay, right? And in a relationship, like on that, the little spin, the spoolie and everything else. I know, y'all. I was like, the hand movements, y'all. I mean, listen, y'all. My mind be going places sometimes, y'all. So sometimes I have to be careful. Okay, what's up, Wendy? Um, make this say what is this list? But yeah, y'all, to me, like the clay, right? And that's how I want my relationship to be. I don't want to control you. I don't want to manipulate you. I don't want the arguments. I don't want any of that, right? So that's why, y'all, I'm avoiding all these people on this list until I get to the damn husband, okay? And that's why I've been telling y'all, ladies, you can go and catch the replays, right? You can catch the full replays, y'all, like on YouTube. If you go and click the link in my bio, y'all, okay? And make sure you subscribe because y'all know they banned TikTok, all right? So I don't know how much longer we're gonna be up here, y'all. But if not, y'all, we'll definitely be live on like Instagram and YouTube for sure. So we still got those platforms. But Wayne, I listen, there is no form of manipulation that can be good at all. If I have to manipulate something, right? There's like if I have to like, let me give y'all an example. I was locked out earlier today, right? Don't ask me why, y'all, that I know how to jug a bottom lock to get the door open. Okay? Don't ask me how I know how to do that. Never mind. Okay? That's neither here nor there. Okay, y'all? But the point is, y'all, is that I had to manipulate that lock and it wasn't supposed to open like that. That's not the purpose of the lock, right? That bottom lock is to keep that door secure so that nothing comes in or nothing comes out. It's like a security guard. Okay? If I could take my credit card and jug that bottom of that lock and pop it open, I manipulated it, right? Now, what if I was a robber? What if I was a bad person? Okay? Y'all don't be giving me them eyes why I know how to jug the bottom block. Okay, y'all. Now listen, okay? Don't ask me about that, y'all, okay? But we did. We jugged the bottom block, y'all, and we got it open. All right? I'd rather have guidance. Just like I was saying. Y'all know that clay. Y'all remember that movie Ghost and that clay table? And you know how they was just like sitting there at that clay table? Yeah, take notes for real. Take notes. I'm for real. I'm for real. I'm telling y'all. And y'all know how they was sitting there at that clay table and it was just moving around, right? And it was just spinning. They didn't have to manipulate it, right? When he was teaching her like how to form the clay and how to get it to shape, they didn't have to like manipulate it, right? He didn't have to beat it. He didn't have to like, oh, like you know what I'm saying? Like all he had to do, y'all, was let it do what it do. And all he had to do was let that thing spin because it was already in its natural form. And all he had to do, y'all, is just guide it with his hands. That's not manipulation. Wouldn't that be an example of leadership to me, right? You don't need to manipulate me to lead you. Then that means that you're not a good leader. You got to manipulate, and like, I don't know, like if you got to manipulate me, if I have to manipulate you, I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a good scenario. I don't think it's a good thing that we should be manipulating each other, right? Because manipulation is definitely with the intent to get somebody to do what you want them to do. Okay? So, somebody asked earlier too, y'all, what this list is about, y'all. And I'm just gonna, we got 75 people in the room, y'all. Hold on. How many, y'all, I know we could get to a good 10K like y'all with 75 people in here. We definitely can, y'all. We can get to 10K likes for real. Thank y'all. Tap that screen, y'all. If y'all feel like giving a gift, y'all, we do have a gift code. You understand what I'm saying? I really like the makeup, y'all, things or like the fancy cards if y'all just really feel like y'all want to, you know what I'm saying? But whatever man comes to you, he has a lot of work with you. James, why would you say that? James, you're all in the comments. You can come in the box. The boxes are open, y'all. If anybody wants to come up, I'm going to open the boxes for real because I've been up here talking. The boxes are open. Okay? But James, if you could just tell me what's so bad about this list. Hmm? What's like, James, what's bad on this list? Because I want a husband. I'm not going to deny that. I don't care what y'all say because I've literally combated everything that y'all said. Y'all was like, older women can't get men. That's a lie. Well, then why aren't these men marrying you? Because I said no, and I never said that my problem was the men. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Okay? I never said that I had a problem with getting men at all. Okay? More so, my problem is that shit, I'm just like y'all, twin. Okay? If I had to put myself on that list, not a player, Actually, y'all, if I was on the list and if I had one for women, I would have been the seductress. That's who I was. That's who I used to be. Not a vixen, not a Jezebel, maybe a crazy woman. Maybe a crazy one. I'm only crazy when you hurt me, right? But definitely a seductress. Absolutely. Which is why y'all, I be telling y'all that if I had to settle for something, I already know because I'm familiar with the trick. Now, is that men's fault? No, absolutely not. I should have learned and chose better. But what about the other relationships though? Right? What about the relationships that I really was like an innocent bystander and y'all didn't tell us that the game was like mental manipulation. Y'all didn't tell women that because you know if you tell women that then like shit is game over. And you gotta find another you gotta figure out another way. And guess what, James? It's no longer working telling women that they're gonna like pass along. Y'all don't push women to a damn 4B West movement. They said shit, we'll take it. So that's not working anymore, James. And I don't know about you, James, but I still like love. I still like the idea of being in love. I still like the idea of me looking real good with a man. I still like the idea of like me and a fine ass black man together going through this life, going through the shit we gotta go through to leave something behind and understanding y'all that we got a purpose that's bigger than us, right? And that God just yoked us together so that we could do it together. That's how I feel about it. So, and to the man that understands that, and that's really the shit he's on, right? Not just telling me that shit because he thinks that's what I want to hear, right? Baby, I'm sending him 60, not 40. Oh, 40? Babe, you get more than that. Shit. Let me get it to you, because baby, this is your tea to it. What? What? Because I'm not so hard, y'all, to say that I don't want to be in love. I used to be like that. I used to be a dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to. Yeah. Woo, Lord. You know what? I am probably the reason some of y'all might want to be drizzle right now. I'm just saying. And don't deny it. What's up, Clean Flacco? Hey. Thank you for the likes too, King. I told y'all I had a cute blue dress too, y'all. Burlington. Can we give it up for the dress, y'all? Can we give it up for Burlington? Okay, y'all. I think this is so cute, y'all. Okay. I was like, okay, little dress. It's coming through. It's giving. Ava, you say your lover girl days are gone. Listen, I don't blame you, Ava. I've been single almost 8 years now. I've been back in the dating world for about like probably 2 of those years. And I don't know, Ava, I'm gonna be honest with you, girl. Like the people I have talked to have kind of been for practice. Oh, they probably gonna be like, bitch, what? But listen, I don't know, y'all. Like, I'm just taking my time in dating. I'm just taking my time. And now, ladies, that I'm taking my time in dating, I like listen, I be seeing shit and I peep shit, right? And it's like I'm definitely at that age where it's not a bitterness, right? It's not to tell women like, oh, these men is bad, don't date men. No, absolutely not. But you know what? Our mamas, not all of our mamas told us, like, girl, like a man gonna tell you this, right? Or this type of man will tell you this, or this type of man will do this, right? I don't know about y'all, but my friend that I was telling y'all about earlier, she's not Muslim. She grew up in a Pentecostal church. I grew up Baptist, y'all. Okay, I grew up in a Southern church. So I was like, how could a man convince you? Let me not say convince. That's putting too much blame on him. How did you convince or go along with the idea of dating a man that was outside of your religion of Islamic faith? And as somebody pointed out earlier, ladies, right? Is that a lot of it has to do with insecurity. And that is the biggest thing to you getting manipulated. And that is what like when we say, like, I don't want to be hunted. I don't need you to fucking hunt me. Do you understand what I'm saying? I no longer wish to be hunted. Because when you're hunting me, then that means that you're looking for my weaknesses, right? Like like shit, if we're in the jungle, because you're always talking about y'all damn lions and tigers and bears and shit. So if we're in the jungle and if you're hunting me, then you're looking for a moment of weakness for you to pounce. I don't want that. That doesn't feel good. Okay? I don't want to be hunted. And to me, hunting to me means that like, oh shit, I see that she got an emotional pain point. I see she got an emotional weakness. To me, that's when y'all say hunting, that's the shit like, no, nope, mm-mm. So ladies, okay? Now if it was duck season and I was out here telling ladies how to like, get the ducks and everything else, I'd be wrong. I'd be real wrong. And I don't think God would let me do that, y'all, because then it would like be on my conscience. I couldn't do that, okay? Thank you, King Flacco. But Ava, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, sis. I had a moment, sis. I listen, girl. I had a dry spell for 7 years, honey. I'm telling you, just something about that seven. Oh God, something about these numbers too, y'all. And I was just like, I'm done. I'm done dating. I have no interest in it. And I really took time to like focus on me, right? But then after like 7 years, I'm like, okay, I think I want to try this again. I think I got one more quarter for this jukebox. I got one more quarter, y'all, for this damn jukebox. All right. And this is my last token, y'all. I maybe have a bonus token. Okay. I probably got a bonus token somewhere. I'm sure I do. But just in case, okay. Wayne, I agree with you. I agree with you, Wayne. So just in case though, y'all, right? Because I'm not bitter. I still want to like shit. I'm not dead yet, y'all, or unalive yet. They keep saying y'all, like, I don't know. I'm waiting. I keep telling y'all that May 15th, maybe I turn into dust. Because they swear older women. Like, I don't know. Y'all remember Tales from the Crypt? And y'all remember like the old Tales from the Crypt with like the Crypt Keeper and like the hair? I'm just waiting, y'all, because I'm trying to see at 12 o'clock midnight, May 15th. I'm waiting to see y'all if I turn into the Crypt Keeper, okay? Because I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Keith like gonna say nothing gonna happen. So I know Keith. You know I be joking with them. I gotta get on their nerves a little bit. We might turn into a unicorn though. Shoot, I don't know, y'all. That would be dope. Shit, everybody thought this solo eclipse. They thought they thought God was coming. So nobody knows the time nor the hour, y'all. Just keep that in mind. Okay. Um What's up, Ryan? Ryan said, I'm gonna put some water on you, bring it back to life. I'm trying to tell you, because they like, you gonna turn it to dust. And I'm like, I'm doubt it. I doubt it, y'all. I don't know. I agree with you, Ryan. I agree with you. She said, I have to block this man. I'm a little, girl, block him. Listen, it always hurts a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Standing on business, standing on your boundaries hurts a little bit because you know what, it is disappointing where you were hoping that like that person would work out, or you were hoping, especially like if you like them, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all, because it's hard, like shit. But you know what's even better, girl? That glow up that come afterwards, the peace you feel that you know that that man's not playing with you anymore, the peace that you feel like trusting yourself and standing on your principles and values and saying that, you know what, mm-mm. And that's really what it's about, y'all. That's really what it comes down to. I think it comes down to the confidence too, right? Because a lot of times I feel like it's women, like you just talk to like stick it out and work it out. And it's like, why are we working out with people that we dating? You're not my husband, shit. You're not like, listen, I don't have to work shit out. We are not legally tied together. What the hell? I ain't got what? Just dating? Tony, of course. Tony, okay. The goal is to be a wife. Not for society's title either, y'all. Not for society's title, right? Like for me, y'all, like I've always been a lover's girl, right? I love the idea of love, y'all. I love the idea of having like a partner. I love the idea, y'all. Oh, I'm about to app myself really quick, y'all, too, because I was just thinking about that. I love that, y'all, and you know what? I got a big fear of commitment. And it's like, girl, how do you want to be a wife, but you scared of commitment? I know, I know, I know, y'all. But the thing that scares me the most is probably the thing of which I need to do. Okay, and really, y'all, you know why I'm scared of commitment? Let's dive into that a little bit, y'all. It's because I'm scared of failing. That is my biggest fear, y'all. It's not even the commitment. I'm scared of failing. That's what terrifies me. Right? I like y'all, like I am and I've said this before, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, right? So things can't be so perfect in my life, y'all, to where I miss out, right? But at the same time, too, failure is okay because that's how I learned, right? Now, have I dated all these type of men on this list, y'all? Hell no. Like, you know what I'm saying, y'all? Do I know what kind of men that I be attracting? The trick, I already know. I already know. I already know, y'all. And the fan, the trick and the fan, I already know. And I already know what that's about because I like my ego stroke. Do y'all see how self reflection and self accountability will set you free And I didn't have to blame a man. I didn't have to blame a man, y'all, for any of my relationships. I just sat up here and said, me, a dear, a female dear. Okay. Tony, thank you, Ava, for the follow. Tony, the older man is good and bad. And I've told the young girls that. I've told them that, right? We now listen, do y'all remember before we started this a couple of weeks ago, y'all, we were talking about younger men and older women. Okay. And I was in a live last night with a beautiful woman. Ooh, God, she is so pretty too. And I can't think of her name. I cannot think of her name. But they had some people in there, y'all, like, TikTok is a small community. And we were talking about, or not me, y'all, but they were talking about, older men dating younger women, and that older men really don't have the options that they have. Just like the other gentleman here that was like, shit, well, I'm 50 something. Listen, if you don't get a 40-year-old woman, because common sense, why would a 21-year-old pick a 50-year-old man when there's 30-year-old men, there's 25-year-old men in her league? You think she's there because she's really looking at you like, oh, he's 50 and he hit his peak? It's giving the trick. It's giving number 10 like a combo. Okay? You're giving a number 10. You're giving us number 10 vibes. And we don't like listen. Because then don't complain that women just want money from you if that's all you have to offer. Now, me personally, y'all, I would date a younger man. I would. I just like I've said that, y'all. Now, younger as in y'all, I'm gonna be 38 this year, y'all. I think the youngest I could go is 5 years. So that would make him about 33. That's the youngest, y'all, I could go. I couldn't go younger than that because uh-uh. I think so too, Victoria. We've talked about that, Victoria. I think to me, age depend, but I listen. This is just me personally, okay? What Jay says is not law. None of this is law, y'all. This is conversation. This is dialect. This is me getting to hang out with y'all and have some good conversation, y'all, and be cute on a Friday night. But I will say this, is that to me, if you're 25 and older, I don't think there's anything wrong with you dating an older man when you're 25 and older. When you're between the ages of 18 and 24 and you're a young girl, those are like your prime years. And I don't mean prime as in the men we talking about. I'm not talking about those are your baby making years and all that weird shit. I mean that, sis, that is a prime time for you because in between 18 and 25, you're really discovering yourself, right? You just entered into adulthood. I don't think between 18 and 24 that your focus for anybody should be like, shit, I'm trying to have a baby and have a family. Unless it's just like I'm like, do what y'all want to do, y'all. But that's just me. As an older woman now, I don't think between 18 and 24, young men or young women should be, if you want to date, that's fine. But like focusing on marriages, that is your time to build your career, your resume. That's your time if you want to go to college. Just think about it, y'all. If you start at 18 and then like you want to do 6 years in college or something like that, you're gonna be done by the end, right? So when you're 25 and up, now you're set. Now you got your money up. Now you good. Not like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have no debts, you don't have no kids. Like you're good. That's what I mean to me, y'all. That is a prime time for young men and young women, 18 to 24. And I think those they need to stay in their own age group when they are dating. Okay. There is no reason at 20 you should be dating a 30-year-old man. I just like if I was that and like listen, if I was a young girl and if I was gonna date just that older, like I wouldn't be dating like shit. It definitely be for security. Like if I was just gonna date an older man and I'm 20, 21, and you're like 35 or some shit, I'm not wasting my youth if it's not worth it. Tony, I don't know. I mean, listen, like if she's over 25, Tony, like, I mean, I can't tell a grown woman what to do over 25. I was 27, he was 56. I'm just telling you. That was the millionaire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all, the age difference, because when you're young ladies and he's older, he's already got to experience his 30s. You haven't even experienced that yet. And with that age gap sometimes, because men and women age different. We don't all age the same, right? Some women age bad, some men age bad. And it shouldn't just be about like how your partner is gonna age, y'all, but like physical things matter because trust me, ladies, when you get in your 30s, your sex drive does not stop. That ovulation monster gets a little bit stronger. I swear to God. It's like, listen, okay? I don't know what's going on with the 30s club, but listen. And when your man hits 40s, He's not gonna have that same stamina, especially if he don't work out, he don't take care of himself, and you're like early 20s, early 30s. I'm just telling y'all from personal experience. It hits different. Y'all ain't gotta listen to me. Y'all can do what y'all want to do, but I'm just telling y'all, okay? It hits different when you with a really older man and you're really younger than him. Now, 5 to 7 years, y'all, it's not bad at all, right? Which is why I wouldn't mind dating a man. Like 33 would be the youngest I could go, right? Like anything younger than that, y'all, I already know it's not gonna work. Even as an older woman, I feel like if I was to date a younger man, there would have to be like stipulations. The age got to be right. He probably got to have children because I don't want to rob you. If I'm older and I've already lived ahead of you, why would I want to rob you of your youth? Why would I, like, listen, makes no sense. So, yes, young girls. Chastity said, girl, 40s is, listen, Chastity, because baby, I listen, honey, they didn't tell me this. See, y'all know that book, When You First Get Pregnant, What to Expect When You're Expecting, right? Nobody wrote a book for like, oh, what to expect when you're in your 30s. Like, nobody told you that your ovulation monster becomes a beast. Nobody told you that your drive goes up. Okay, it does not go down. In fact, y'all, it's like, listen, it's almost like y'all like being a teenager and having another hormonal period. Like, like y'all, like when you hit puberty or something like that, like all your hormones were going crazy. That's what it feels like when you're in your 30s, especially about like mid 30s. Yeah. Chastity, hey Kim. Chastity said, tell it. Oh Lord, girl. So, and again, y'all, this list, y'all, is not, and I keep saying it, I always say that with the men. I don't want y'all to think that I'm just up here to bash men. That's not what this is about, right? It just so happens, y'all, that I just feel like as somebody that's still new to dating, nobody gave us a blueprint. Nobody gave us any education. Nobody taught us about dating in school. I know y'all that like shit. I feel old as hell now saying this. When I was coming up, right? I feel old saying this shit. Back in my day, back in my no for real, y'all. Back in my day, y'all, like it was kind of like whoever you lost your virginity to, that's who you was supposed to marry. That's how it used to be, right? Most of my friends, my sister and two of my best friends, they are married, y'all, to their high school sweethearts. Okay, how fortunate would that be, y'all? To that's not my love story though. Okay, y'all. Like I think that's dope that they got to like grow up with their partners, like them and their partners, y'all, have been with each other for so long, like they're not leaving each other, and they got married later on, y'all. They did not marry those men like in the very beginning. They didn't get like married to like probably like their 30s, right? So if I could have did it that way, y'all, that would have been great. But that's not everybody's love story, right? And it's a different time now. Okay. Now, unfortunately, y'all, some people have had different lives and they've been in and out of places. And some people come from different lifestyles, right? So at the time when I was younger, I was definitely not into, trying to settle down because yeah, I just wasn't there. I wasn't there. I didn't have any kids. Most of my friends had kids and stuff like that, y'all. And I didn't have my sons. I was damn near 25. So y'all kids and arguing with y'all man and doing all this other shit, honey. I was living the life. I don't have the problems. I ain't gotta like shit. I ain't gotta like wet check in. I ain't gotta be home at 2. I don't have to do anything, right, y'all? So it is different when you're the single friend. Like, yeah, when you're the single friend and all your friends are married, it's just like different because y'all just like have different interests and y'all do grow apart, right? Because it's just like, girl, marriage with contentment is still the standard and main thing. Relationships and having children, not married is violence. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, Tony, right? And I've said that too, right? When we do talk about this list, because I've given grace to the older men. I did to the girls, I was like, there's two type of older men. I had a good older man, even though he was like older than me, that man still like did a lot for me, right? To where like I feel like, okay, like if this is like if I wanted a husband, it wasn't just about the money, y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was his consistency. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like his patience. It was the fact, y'all, that just like I knew that like nothing's getting cut off, right? Like if we have an emergency, I know I'm okay, right? Like if something happens, then I know this man got my back no matter what. Okay. That is a feeling, y'all, that you can't pay for. That is a feeling that like a steakhouse dinner, this drizzle shit, the sprinkle shit. No, like you can't pay for that. You just can't pay for it, right? Like that is a peace of mind, y'all. That is what I call safety. And when I feel safe with a man,
I'm sending at $60 for that haircut. 40 for your haircut, 20 for your barber. Make my nigga shit straight. Okay? Send my baby back home looking good. Don't have his line up crooked either. Okay? Don't put all that black spray in my man hair either. All right? Okay? Well, tic tac, see, well, that's the thing too, right? Because to get to the dysfunction, right, you have to at least talk about the relationship portion of it first, and we have to understand why the relationships are dysfunctional. Some of that, y'all, is some of it is systemic, some of it is upbringing, some of it is trauma. There are a lot of things, y'all, that go into why our particular community has the conversations that we have. I'm only one person though, right? So even though this list may be controversial for men, it's not about any of that. Because if you stay here long enough, right, you'll be like, damn, like that was a good conversation. Because I never want to leave y'all feeling disgruntled. I never want y'all to leave here like feeling like you're just more upset or confused than when you came, right? I really hope y'all that when I'm up here and when I'm sharing like just things that I'm learning, okay? Nobody put this in law. Like nobody said that like, okay, like this is just her list of men. No, I'm just telling y'all, like there are, I can do one for the women too. But yes, y'all, there are people that manipulate. And so I want women to avoid and learn those manipulation tactics. Or did I have to learn some of these things the hard way? Hell yeah. How else would I know? Hello? Shit. Like how else would you know what you know? Like if you didn't experience it. Y'all tap that screen for me. Y'all, we're only at 7K likes, y'all. We need to get at least to 25 tonight, y'all, for real. And we need some gifts, y'all. We need some gifts. We definitely need some gifts. Thank you, beautiful. Appreciate you. Thank y'all. What's up, Nelly? Shout out to Nelly. What's up, Nelly? You want me to teach women to be better people? Like, have you gone through my page? Have you seen the women I called out? Have you seen the things that I've called out? Thank you. Thank you, Treasy. I know that's right. This ain't Texas. Woo! Hold on, y'all. Let me see who we got. Oh, what's up, C3? Have y'all not seen the women that I've called out on my videos? I've talked about women being predators. I've talked about the 4B movement, y'all. I've talked about a lot of things. And then y'all like there's so many things that I've talked about too when it comes to women. Thank you, Tony. I think so too, King. I think so too. Right. Thank you, C3. I would tell y'all though, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all, like healing is a place, y'all, and just expecting people to be better people, you'll be a better person. That's all you can do. I think y'all too, that's something that my mom or my father did not teach me about this world. Is that the fact that I thought that like people were gonna be like me. Everybody is not like you. Everybody does not have the same heart. Everybody does not have the same religion. Everybody does not have the same morals, the same principles, the same values, right? So expecting people like, you know what, y'all, I had to learn, like, why would they do me like that? Why not? Why not? Has nothing to do with you. Like once I got that understood in my head, like shit, well, why wouldn't they? Like if that's the type of person that they are and you came across their path, instead of thinking of, well, why would they do that to me? Why wouldn't they? They just showed you who you were. Who they were. I'm sorry. I have not even seen the comments yet, King. Shit, because I just be up here. Listen, I mold them out. Shit, I got big lips for a reason. What's up, C3?
I'm not gonna stay long. I'm at work, so I seen you on my screen the other day. Huh? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I said I seen you on my live stream the other day.
Yeah, I passed through there and but I was at work. I was trying to listen to what I was talking about.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stay long. It's a busy night for us, so
Where you at?
I went for the airlines.
Oh shoot, C3. Listen, I need a buddy pass. I'm a show pay you.
I've been with for the airlines for 8 years.
Where you at, American or Delta or
It doesn't
Sprint?
have United main or female, yeah.
Who listen?
But if you do like this, the glass become this side. So we just put the two cabinets together.
Listen, I need me a buddy pass so I can get me my passport, y'all. I'll be a passport girl.
Put the items back in the car. Yeah, we put the cabinets together. So it's gonna be a busy night.
Mm-mm. See, that's why I'm glad I'm not a
Uh,
man because I don't know how to do none of that. I don't have no strength to hold up them cabinets. Only thing I can do is decorate them.
I do make this. I do make this. I'm actually an HVAC mechanic, but I do everything else like okay, okay, drywall and all the other stuff.
Mm-mm.
So
See, y'all, I don't know how to do none of that. I can decorate. That's about all I be doing in there. That's about all I know how to do. Listen, I can't get the cabinet straight. None of that.
that's a damn shame.
I can't. And you know what, C3? These little portraits back here, I tried to hang them. And it's just too much work. I tried to get the leveler and everything. And see y'all, That's because
Hell no, I don't call nobody for shit. I do it on my own. I do everything on my own. Shit.
you know, I want to tell y'all men this too. One day y'all gonna have to let somebody love you.
You want to what?
Just telling the men, one day y'all gonna have to let somebody love you.
Hey, takes a real man to fix some stuff. So
It do. I salute. Listen, my son's father's like that. That man can fix anything, everything, and he a welder, right? I don't know how to do none of that.
see,
I,
he's a welder. I'm an
mm-hmm.
HVAC mechanic. I do more like heaters, AC units. It's electrical, plumbing, and mechanical.
No, and I be done shocked myself, y'all. Cause don't ask me about ground wires. Don't ask me about trip wires, y'all. I listen. I just know I know the names, but I don't know what any of that stuff does. I have no idea. I can tell y'all about some contour and highlight.
That's a
I can
damn
tell y'all
shame.
about that. Listen, I can tell y'all all day about some makeup. Listen, I can tell you about skincare. I can tell you about medical conditions, y'all.
Been doing this for 8 years. So I'm just coming by. You should join my stream next week
When do you go live?
on Mondays and Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays.
Okay, Tuesdays I'm off. I could probably stop through on Tuesdays. You go live in the morning or like the afternoons?
It depends. I'll send you an invite.
Okay, sounds good. That sounds
But
good.
I'm gonna let you get back to your live stream. 'Cause I'm not gonna talk shit about you today. So
You gonna let me make it today, C3?
yeah, I'll just be listening. You should let me come fish some stuff for you. I'll bring my tools.
Oh Lord, listen. I don't have nothing to fix yet, but if I do, I'll let y'all know. I will let y'all know.
No, I'll fly to where you at and just come fish some stuff. I bring my personal tools with me.
Okay. You will bring
That's it.
the personal tools. Okay.
It's okay. No, I'll show you how to fish some stuff. Just need to tighten this up a little bit. But I'm gonna let you get back to your live stream. I'll just be watching.
All
Yeah.
right. Bye. Y'all. Nelly, I'm doing good. Let me see here. King, yes, I think they're projecting too, right? Because listen, y'all know I'm all about love. Y'all know I'm really all about love, y'all. Y'all know I say that all the time. I believe in marriage. I believe in unity, right? I think y'all that we are better together than we are apart. Um, James, why would you call him a simp? James, let me see if you can get up here because you've been talking shit all night. Sometimes I just got to give y'all the attention y'all need because I be thinking y'all like a baby. Y'all just be wanting to be on my titty. James, I have enough followers to come up, y'all. He's just gonna stay in the comments today. C3. Yeah, but I don't see and see, listen, James, that's what we talk about, right? The men that y'all would consider simps, right? Like if a simp, y'all, is the man that doesn't, curse me out, the man that doesn't want to manipulate me, the man that doesn't need to run game on me, the man that just wants to be treated like a human being and respected, and that's what he's gonna give me too. Reciprocity, right? Like just two people like respecting each other. And we're not here for anything else. Like we're not here to use each other. We're not here to take advantage of each other. Like regardless of what we've been through, right? Then I heart simps. I'm gonna take a damn sip all day. All damn day. Okay, he said talk about the religious men. Thank you, C3. So yeah, y'all. No, but that's what y'all call simps. So that's the mean that y'all say that, like, what I'm saying, they simping. Y'all be like, if a man's respectful to a woman, if a man has conversations with women, then that's simping. That's what y'all call simping. Because you just said you wanted to be a drizzle drizzle boy. And I already told you what I would do with a drizzle drizzle boy. What do you think I'm gonna do with you? Y'all are easy. The drizzle drizzle boys are the men that would like give you head on the first date. They don't even know you, right? They're like they'll just like no standards, no standards at all. Just because so bad that they just wanted to have you like take them out. Kind of like the girls that y'all complaining about, right? The sprinkle girls. Ain't that the reason y'all started the whole drizzle drizzle movement? Because y'all was mad at the sprinkle girls. I got you, C3. Yeah, like ain't y'all mad at the sprinkle girls because like if you're dating a woman that expects you to pay her bills or expects you to take her to a $400 dinner, and like why? And then she get the results that she gets, and you want to match the energy, which is why I can't understand it as a man. I'm just saying for real, as a man, why would you want to match my energy as a woman? If I'm being petty, why would you want to match that energy? That's not the leadership I'm looking for. I don't need you to match my energy. Shit. What the hell? Nope. Nope. Wow, that's not a simp either. Nope. Nope. That's what y'all call the nice guy. The nice guys, that wow is what we call those fake ass nice guys, right? That what you just described there, the ones you said that like now it's too late. See, those are the men that never peaked in life at all, right? And they are upset about that. So now that they have some money, right? Now that they done, like figured it out, they done got their little style together. Maybe they got some little muscles and shit like that. Now all the women before that ignored him, now they're gonna pay hell. I'm gonna get to the religious man, y'all. But didn't I tell y'all about the insecure man? Didn't I tell you that he's dangerous on that list? I told y'all the fan too. The man that you turn down, the man that you like, especially the ones that be in your inbox, and he been in there for years, sis. Don't you do it. I'm telling you from personal experience. Oh, radio, y'all. This just in. Please, y'all, this is an important message. Breaking the news. Baby, listen. It facts. Facts, right? We want gentlemen only, Kim. Gentlemen only, right? Gentlemen only. I like, and listen, y'all, like all this talk, y'all, about like the whole 50-50 thing, right? Like, honestly, y'all, okay, we are in really, really like expensive times. Okay, most people are probably splitting those damn bills. Okay, so I do think that that's a reality that a lot of women are probably going to have to face, but I would be okay with that. I like listen, y'all, like if the worst thing that I had to do was split bills with the man, if that's settling, but he's respectful, he's kind, he's genuine, right? You understand what I'm saying? And those characteristics, y'all, they link that they equate that, y'all, to like nerds. They equate that to like lame men and shit like that. And I'm like, what's lame about being a decent human being? That's the society we live in. They think that the lame man is the man that's a decent human being. Do you see where I'm going with this, ladies? Like, and this is why I give me and grace sometimes, because I realize that a lot of this shit is indoctrinated, right? Like for real. Like society has told y'all that you're, especially as a black man, right, that your worth, right, is in how many women you can have sex with, what your career is, what money you make. I don't make $1 million. Okay. I'm not gonna disagree, but everybody ain't getting a wealthy man though. So what? But what happens though, right? Like same thing I said too with the 4B movement, 4B West, right? What happens though? So let's say that you get all the money, fellas. Let's say that like you reach this peak, because I did it, right? I reached y'all to me what I felt like was my physical just peak of like my pictures, like what I wanted on Instagram, social media, and it was an empty ass room. So what happens when you get the money? And then there's still women that don't want you. Like Fresh and Fit. He got money and still got played. He's still a number 10, a trick. That's what he is. He got cracked like the duck that he is. He sat up there and did all that damn talking. All that for a 304 to get pregnant. That okay, James. Now that is what I call by y'all naked definition. That's a simp, right? Not the ones I'm talking about, not the good men, because I gotta change the definition. No, but Fresh and Fit is that they're pimps, right? Just like I put up on this list. Maybe the other men couldn't see it, but they were pimping y'all for y'all emotions the whole time. They were bringing those same ass insecure girls around on their pot. They knew what they were doing, right? Them niggas ain't never had women that looked like that around them before. Women like that were trying to talk to them. He needs to be for real. He got. He should have chose better. Exactly. Who just said yes? The wizard. Period. He a lame with bread. Okay. If you're lame, then you're a lame. 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 You're a lame without money. You're a lame with money. I don't think men understand that too. Like, well, shit, when I get 50, I'm gonna hit this peak. I'm gonna get all this money. And why would a 20-year-old girl choose a 50-year-old man when it's niggas her age, sir? It's rappers her age. It's not hard to get to these celebrities no more. It ain't just like back in the day where you used to have to sneak and creep and try to, hope you catch a celebrity like coming at the hotel or something like that, like on the Jackson movies. And you gotta like, no, baby, you can slide in the celebrity's DM. That's how much access that these young girls have. And you think that she's gonna choose you and you're 50? What? If you don't go get you a 40-year-old man and get your match and call it a day and live happily ever after, like I don't know, right? They'd be like me, y'all. They'd be like me up here, right? Saying that like at 38 and still single and a single. Well, y'all said I don't get to be a single, but single mom, right? They'd be like me, y'all, thinking that I'm just gonna go pull Odell Beckham Jr. Why would he choose a 38-year-old woman? Even if I had a bunch of money, why would he choose a 38-year-old woman when there's women younger than him, younger than me? You see how that works? It's not like y'all that like at 38, I'm gonna hit this magical peak, right? And then all of a sudden, all these rich men gonna open up for me, or younger rich men, I would say. You understand what I'm saying? I agree, Kim. I agree with that, right? So all I'm saying is, y'all, is fellas, I'm just saying that, like, listen, I think it's all time that we just like wave the white flag with each other. Cause all this fussing and fighting and everything else. And like I said, y'all, listen, let the passport bros go, let the 4B West girls go, right? And it's the same thing because imagine with the 4B West movement, right? You're gonna tell your daughter is not to ever deal with men, right? Now, I think y'all there's something different between our daughters to value their body and teaching them like how not to get manipulated out here. And I get why they have the 4B West movement, but imagine, right? That when your daughter do decide to be with a man and she's been holding her body back because that was the whole movement, and when the man get her body and dip out on her, you're gonna set her up for failure because you didn't teach her shit else. It's the same thing, y'all. So I don't know, right? I'm just saying, people need to get realistic as fuck. And like I said, y'all, our parents did not give us like this information. This is not Kevin Samuels information. This is not Shira Seven information. Okay. This is not Jay putting men and women against each other. This is Jay saying, you know what? Listen, what I always say, y'all, I'm a regular, degular girl from the South that like crawfish. All right. I am learning the dating game just as I'm going just like y'all. I don't have all the answers. I wish I did. Clearly, I don't have all the answers. Now, do I? Okay. I can tell you how to get a rich man. I can tell you how to do that. I can tell you how to seduce a man. Girl, I can tell you all that. I can tell you how to use a man too, but that like shit that does nothing. It gets me nowhere. Didn't do anything good for me. Using men like got me nowhere. For real. Like I could tell you that, right? You can sprinkle all you want to. And like if that's really just what you want to, like if that's really what you want to be, because at the end of it, y'all, like it's really like prostitution. Like you understand what I'm saying? So if you're gonna be a hoe, don't be a free hoe. I'm gonna tell you that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be a hoe, like shit, aim for the sky. Don't aim low. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, giving up coochie for steak. I just like that's not the kind of hoe I would want to be if I ever had to be one, y'all. Like, nah, nah. You understand? So you know, I'm serious. Kim. I don't agree with that either. I don't agree with that, y'all, because listen, why would I sit up here and try to lead y'all down to destruction? Why would I tell women to go use men? I have told y'all that. Like you don't know how it's gonna come back to you. Whether you believe in karma or not, y'all, if I throw up something right now, if I throw up an apple, gravity is law. It is a physical law, right? Okay, you cannot beat gravity, so you can't beat karma either. Okay, karma is just simply energy reciprocated. Like that's all it is. And sooner or later, right? If your whole thing is about using people for your own personal gain and survival, Miss J. Monroe, back in the day, then what makes you think that God is going to give you somebody that loves you for you? Why would you get something like that? Because all you're going to do is ruin it. And that goes for men and women. Why would God give you a wife, right? If you have no good intentions for that woman. And some of y'all still get wives and you didn't deserve them. Some of y'all got husbands and you didn't deserve them. I've seen it on both ends. I have, y'all. I've seen I've seen women be very disrespectful to the men they with, men that do anything for them and everything for them, right? I have seen that. Like I like damn girl, like listen, okay. And I've also seen women hurt too. I've seen women that have given up so much for men only to be turned around and have that shit in your face. And you know what I say, y'all, is that, right person, just wrong time. If you're a loving person like that, don't stop giving out your love. Don't let the pain harden you. Don't let this TikTok shit harden you. Okay? Don't do not let hurt people on this internet a relationship that wanting to be married, that you know what I'm saying, y'all, like that too much, that you a simp if you want a wife, that you're a pick me if you want a husband, honey. Y'all do understand, y'all, a lot of these people don't even be having profile pictures. I tell you that all the time, right? Misery loves company. Thank you. It is okay, y'all, to say that you want love in this day, age, and time. Do y'all know why I feel like society is where we're at, y'all? Because we are really living like in a loveless society. We don't care about people no more. We don't care what happens to people no more. Right? Like everything, y'all, is just now violence. And like just think about y'all the images now that you get to see on social media, on Twitter X. There's no censoring. There's no censorship over there. There ain't no censorship on Instagram either. Like Instagram damn near might as well just be like Twitter and have corn. Let me see who this is. Okay. All right, just Moses. I see you. Hi Moses, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to say I'm with you, man. You're spreading some pretty good message. One of the things I like to tell people on the internet is it's like don't just like you said, don't let hurt people harden you in life. Like
Mm-hmm.
you need to continue to be you. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying you shouldn't be skeptical about bad people or things in general,
Mm-hmm.
or you should just throw caution to the wind. No, you live your life. Be cautious, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's general information, right? Like it does not
Mm-hmm.
that shouldn't jeopardize your character. But if you want love, if you want a good relationship,
you got to be open and you got to be vulnerable.
Yep.
I mean, there's no way around it. I talked to a counselor like 2 years ago when I was dating, um, and that's one of the things that she told me. You know, I wasn't dating back then, but she was telling me, like, I was telling her about my dating. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
And yeah, and that's one of the things she was telling me. She's like, yeah, some of those examples you gave me were just women who didn't want to be vulnerable. And
Yep.
it's like, dude, you can't be in a good relationship without being vulnerable.
Hmm.
And the problem is, and it's not, I'm not saying it's their fault either, right?
Hmm.
Not trying to penalize these women
Hmm.
or women in general. The problem is they were hurt.
Hmm.
They were hurt and they weren't really ready to be in relationships yet.
Yep.
It was just that simple. They needed to heal a little bit, um, because they weren't ready to be vulnerable. And again, it's not hurt. But the problem is like when you're clammed up and shelled up, you're not trying to create a conducive relationship.
Yeah.
You just can't. You're taking your broken, unhealed self into another relationship, and then you're gonna hope that
Hmm.
this person can break you out because I have my wall. I got hurt before. Well, I didn't hurt you.
Right, right. And it's
I
not your
didn't. I
job to
didn't
fix
hurt you.
that person either. I agree. Yep.
Right. So,
Yep.
and then the problem is when it doesn't work out because it can't, because you're not open. Either one of these people, right, men or women,
Hmm.
um, now those two people are gonna go into other relationships with the exact same issue. I mean, hurt people hurt people. So, man, like I said, I